You're listening to the Arts Report on YouTube. Two of Vancouver's finest theatre institutions, Carousel Theatre for Young People and Touchstone Theatre, are doing a unique fundraiser event. Every year, around 20 local lawyers leave the courts and converge on Carousel's rehearsal space to put together a play. It's called The Lawyer Show, and this year's production, its 10th anniversary, actually, is called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, a farce set in ancient Rome. Arts Report correspondent Nick Sartore spoke with Touchstone Theatre's artistic director Katrina Dunn and Carole Higgins from Carousel Theatre. Here's Katrina talking about the origins of this unique show.
Well, the Lawyer Show started not in Vancouver, but it started in Winnipeg. That's where Manitoba Theatre Centre, which is a large regional theatre in Winnipeg, started the first Lawyer Show that I know of. Theirs is the oldest in Canada and probably the most successful. And Vancouver, like a number of other cities like Ottawa and Victoria and now Toronto, have all spawned kind of imitations of something that was their original event. And it really is a partnership between the legal community and the theatre community, specifically One Lead Theatre. And the concept is that we cast the show entirely of lawyers. It's usually a large cast. Our cast is usually between 20 and 25 people. They rehearse for a number of months until the show is ready and perform it. We do 4 performances at the Waterfront Theatre. And so, yeah, it's a big commitment by the cast. And we've done all kinds of material at the Lawyer Show. We've done murder mysteries, we've done classics, we've done Shakespeare, and now we're doing our first musical.
So working with the law community in Vancouver, you obviously have a close relationship with a lot of different law firms since the cast is so big. How is that relationship?
Well, I definitely have, I'd say I've worked with over 100 lawyers over the last 10 years, maybe more, actually. And we have a number of firms that have been really loyal sponsors of the show, some of the larger firms in Vancouver. They also will bring down tons of people from their firms, and it's really about community support. It's about the legal community coming out to support the people who are performing in the show, and by doing that, raising money for the theatre companies. So it's definitely been a process that's evolved over the years. We've gotten to know them better, they've gotten to know us better, and it's all led to sort of a continuing interest in creating this event.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
Well, just that, obviously the Lawyer Show has a big connection to UBC as well, because it's, well, I'm not sure if it's the main law school in Vancouver, but I think so. I don't know how SFU and UBC, I don't know how that plays out in the law schools, but I know that at least half of our cast graduated from UBC Law, so that's a really big connection to UBC, and we'd love legal students to come out as well, because it's a great way to schmooze and meet people in the community. It's a great way to meet people that you're going to be then articling with later on, and get a sense of who the firms are, and get a sense of just what the playing field is in a really nice social environment.
I also spoke to Carole Higgins, Artistic and Managing Director of Carousel Theatre. She also co-directed A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum with Katrina. I asked Carole why she chose Forum for this year's Lawyer Show.
That's a really good question. The show itself is very accessible, which I think is really important with an event like the Lawyer Show. The title, most people have a connection to it of some kind. They may have seen the movie. Of course, the Broadway production was very, very successful, and the most recent revival featuring Nathan Lane won a lot of Tony Awards. So there is definitely sort of an easily recognizable factor about the title, which I think is great. Is also a fabulous composer, of course, Stephen Sondheim. Tricky stuff. We have some fabulous singers in the cast, but the story itself is silly, it's crazy, it's kooky, lots of fun, which I think is really important for an event like this. It's really important that our cast is putting so much volunteer time into it, that we've been rehearsing since early February. So we wanted a production that they would have a lot of fun doing, and that our audiences too would really, really enjoy. And of course that so many of them, their firms and their colleagues are coming. So we wanted it to be a really, really fun event for all involved.
And Tell me about how it is for you as a director working with lawyers, some of whom are actors in their spare time or ex-professional actors. Absolutely. And how that is different from your normal working with professional actors on a day-to-day basis.
Sure. Well, we're very blessed with the Lawyer Show event that there's a number of lawyers who've been doing this event with Carousel and with Touchstone Theatre for many years, some of whom studied, went to the National Theatre School. Some of them actually even did a season or two at the Stratford Festival, and several of them were professional actors for a period of time, which before they decided to give that up for the security of being a lawyer. There's certainly a lot of parallels between lawyers and theater. I have a close friend who's a lawyer, and I was going to theater school while she was going to law school, and we used to always kid each other that we were actually both studying the same thing. She was just going to be doing it for more money than I was at the end of the day. So there's a lot of parallels. We're blessed with a fantastic cast this year. We also have a lot of newcomers, some fabulous musical theater talent who just blew me away at the auditions. Some of these cast members, in addition to being lawyers, are great amateur thespians in their own right. One of our cast members was actually just in The Forbidden Phoenix out at the Gateway Theatre, and several of them appear in different musical theatre events and productions around town. So that's been really, really exciting. It's been lots of fun. They've brought so many ideas into the rehearsal hall, and we've really just had a great time over the last couple months.
And thanks to Nick Sartore for bringing us that story, talking to Katrina Dunn and Carole Higgins. And the Lawyer Show, which is A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, is happening at the Waterfront Theatre, which is on Granville Island. That'll be from May the 4th until the 7th at 8 p.m. Ticket prices are $75 each, and that includes a $45 tax receipt because this is a fundraiser. You can get more information at touchstonetheatre.com/thelawyershow. Oh, there's spaces there. So best thing to do is go to our website, CiTR.ca, and you can find the correct link right from our page. You can find that. You can find links to all the events we have on today's show on our website, CiTR.ca. Don't miss the Arts Report on CiTR Radio in Vancouver, 101.9 FM. That's Wednesdays at 5 p.m. We're also streaming online at CiTR.ca every Wednesday at 5. And don't miss our podcast, which you can find, at CiTR.ca.